Manuel, good morning, and how are you, faithful? Captain Niner coming to you with your captain and the coffee report for November 21st, 2025. And of course, because it is a Friday, a merry, faithful Friday. All right, so let's get into today's quick report. All right, so here we go. We got a couple of roster updates here. We have released wide receiver Russell Gage off of the practice squad. I was kind of expecting to see him a little bit more. The former Atlanta Falcon receiver, who at times was pretty dominant over at Atlanta, but it's just never appeared. Um, so I mean, more power to him. And then we also re-signed the linebacker Stan Blanton to the team practice squad. He has been with us off and on since training camp started. So he's back. Obviously, we're going to be down a man at the linebacking position with Tatum Bethune out with the high ankle sprain, and Curtis Robinson going to be making that leap up to the starting middle linebacker. So we'll see how that turns out. Like I said, Stone Blanton's he's solid. I'll say that. I'm not going to say he's going to be great by any means, but the little bit that we've seen of him and what we saw out of college, if you watch some of his tape, he's been a pretty solid player. So we'll see how that turns out with him. As far as the practice squad, obviously, because we are playing on Monday night, all of this is a day behind. Usually this afternoon, we'd get who's definitely going to be in and out of the game. We're not going to get that until tomorrow. Like I said, it usually comes out on Friday. We won't get it until Saturday. Robert Beal is still in concussion protocol. He was questionable, doubt from obviously uh, Tatum Bethune is out. It says doubtful, but he's not going to play. Luke Gifford, not sure if he's going to play. Obviously, Eddie Pinero is not going to be playing. The do not participates on both. We'll have do not participates on Christian McCaffrey and Trent Williams. Those guys are always going to have those on there. They take vet days off. There's nothing to be concerned about. That's just as is. Remember, everything is a day behind. So this is what would usually be Friday. So it's just what it is. We'll get more news on as far as all of that is concerned tomorrow. Here's a list of a percentage over at the traders on Kalishi. Think percentage wise of who is going to win the Super Bowl. Right now, the Niners are down there at a 3% chance to win the Super Bowl, which I don't understand it. They've got people like New England ahead of us, but I don't think New England's making out of the AFC. Green Bay is a little bit ahead of us. They've even got Chicago on here with a 2%. Also, Tampa Bay at only 2% bothers me. I would think that at least Tampa Bay would be above us. I know they're having a little bit like a midseason slump right now, but still, Tampa Bay to me should have a better chance of that. But anyways, just something to look at. There's another one. And then we've got one more little list here of NFL teams according to PFF. For those who are not understanding how to read this, you want your team to be more to the right and up, more to the top left corner. Those are going to be your better teams. Your offensive strength is the bottom line. Your defensive strength is the vertical line. So, so obviously we are decent. Okay, if you go by this, according to our offense, we're better on offense than we are on defense. I think that's just qualifies as what everybody should know. But that's all it is. That's all we have right now for this morning for the morning show. Again, we will have more this afternoon when we do our weekend review show. Not 100% sure if TJ is going to be joining me or not. I know he was still dealing with some stuff, but we'll see if he is. But until everybody then, go kick Fridays. Go kick this faithful Friday's ass. And we'll see you guys this evening. Bye for love. One love.